Hayden is a young boy who is 5 years old. Hayden is generally a healthy young boy. When he was an infant, he experienced health problems with asthma and was born with what was diagnosed as a normal difference in his breathing pattern. At the age of 3, Hayden had tubes put in his ears and his tonsils removed. Since this surgery, he is known as a healthy individual. Hayden has a blended family. He lives full-time with his mother and stepfather, whom has been in his life since the age of 3 months. Hayden has 3 siblings. One of the 3 are his full-blooded brother, and the other 2 are his half-brother and half-sister, whom his stepfather is the father of. Hayden is the second oldest boy in the family. They do not look at each other or label each other as half. They are all considered to be whole. Hayden has not seen his biological father since July 28th of this year due to a violent outburst at the last parent exchange where his father scared him. Hayden's biological father lives in New Hampshire with his fiancée and her 15-year-old son. Prior to refusal to go on visits, Hayden would see his father periodically, at his father's convenience, but no more than every other weekend. The history of the relationship involving both of his parents is a history of emotional and physical abuse. Hayden's mother left the marriage when Hayden was 3 months old so that he would no longer be exposed to violence, and this seems to be a productive choice. Just recently, Hayden went somewhere with his mother and they were gone for 3 hours. While riding home in the car, Hayden stated, "Hey Mom, we were just there for 6 half hours." This was definitely an observation of progress and learning. Hayden attends kindergarten and has only one sibling at the school who is in the 2nd grade. Hayden is quite intelligent and learns things very quickly. Hayden has made all new friends in this kindergarten. His previous friends from preschool have gone off to different schools as Hayden went to preschool in a different district. Hayden's mother is a kindergarten teacher in a different school district and believes that education is extremely important. She reads to Hayden and his siblings often and is always striving to teach new things. She believes that every experience in life is a learning experience. Hayden's paternal grandmother works in the school system as well and has the same beliefs as Hayden's mother. While Hayden does not spend much time with his grandmother, when he does, he is learning new things as well. His grandparents are inquisitive in his progress at school and like to know how he's doing now that he's in kindergarten. Hayden's older brother has been tested and has an IQ off the charts and falls into the gifted, talented spectrum for his school. Hayden's younger brother was assessed to enter preschool and was not accepted because the school was for children with needs, and he too was above average in testing. It's a possibility that Hayden is following in those same steps. Hayden does attend daycare after school for about an hour where his mother and the daycare provider believe that the first thing to be done after school is any reading or written assignments from school, and then it's time for play. In considering the developmental niche and how this applies to Hayden's point of progress and learning new things, it's easy in considering the fact that education is at the heart of both his mother and paternal grandmother, that in both families this is a value that is instilled and very important. Showing an interest in your education and your intelligence is something that is much respected and appreciated. So Hayden is surrounded by that. At home, Hayden's mother ensures that he's getting the rest that he needs to be prepared to learn and practice his learning skills with him. It's very much a part of the culture that Hayden is raised in to focus on new information and ideas presented to him. The psychology of Hayden's mother is that while it's important for him to play sports, spend time with friends, and interact with his siblings, he can do so in a manner where he's still utilizing his learning skills. Hayden enjoys playing games that involve a lot of thinking and strategic skills. Hayden's mother's very much in contact with Hayden's teacher and is trying to get Hayden's father on the same page with that. So I think that the overall idea is that both the parts of the community that Hayden is involved in are either sports or educational oriented. Both of his families have strong educational background, and he hangs out with friends who are of the same intellect. He very easily made friends with most students in his class, finding those who are lacking in areas, annoying would be in his terms, and difficult for him to be around. But he makes great choices in those that he does interact with. So his point of progress is learning the math skills and picking up on them greatly, and hopefully that's what he'll continue to do.